Before you tour a single home in Lancaster County, there is one thing that can make or break your offer getting accepted. In this video, I'm going to be answering the 7 most questions I get, how you yourself can get pre-approved, and why it matters when trying to purchase a home. Question number 1, what is a pre-approval and why does it matter? A pre-approval is a lender's written confirmation that you can go out and afford a home in a certain price point. They're going to look at your income, your debt, and your assets, and based off that, they're going to be able to give you a budget and give you what your estimated monthly payment would be on a potential property purchase. A pre-approval is slightly different to a pre-qualification because they're going to do a deeper dive into your finances to make sure that you truly can afford that home. In Lancaster, where it's a very competitive market, a pre-approval is going to make you stand out over other buyers who are only pre-qualified. It can be really frustrating for buyers if they go online, get themselves a quick pre-qualification from certain online websites, and they actually haven't looked at the finances deep enough. You get a home under contract and then you end up having to terminate because you can't quite afford it. In today's market, someone who's taken the time to get fully pre-approved is going to stand out versus someone who's just pre-qualified. Number 2, what documents do I need when getting pre-approved? Well, first of all, we're going to need your W-2s, tax returns, most recent pay stubs, last couple months of bank statements, and then any information regarding student loans and other debts that you may have. You'll also need to provide a photo ID, and they will have to do a hard pull on your credit report. If you're self-employed, they may require more documentation than this, but typically if you've got 2 to 3 years of books, you should be okay. Number 3, will getting pre-approved hurt my credit? Now, if you're looking at purchasing a home, you're going to have your credit pulled at some point anyway. So you are going to have your credit pulled when you look to get your pre-approval. Typically, multiple mortgage checks in a short period of time is going to count as one search, but do be mindful that if you keep pulling credit, it can impact you more. Number 4, how long do pre-approvals last? Typically, a pre-approval is going to last you 60 to 90 days, at which point you'll have to resubmit latest bank statements and any additional documentation. If you've switched jobs or had any major increases or decreases in your current pay, then again, you may find that your loan amount changes. So my recommendation is if you're looking at purchasing a home, don't change your job, don't get any new additional credit lines, don't take out any new loans, and definitely don't go out purchasing any crazy boats or something like that. Number 5, if you're already a homeowner, can I get myself pre-approved before I sell my current house? The answer is yes, you can, and there are a couple of different options that we have to help people who are looking to move from one home to another. But yes, you can go submit your information to a lender. They will then tell you what you might be able to qualify with your existing mortgage. Now, this will be a lesser number than it will be if you didn't have that home to sell. But in cases, I've had clients where they've been able to qualify for X amount with their existing mortgage. We've then purchased that home non-contingent on the sale of their home. And then what we do is something called a recast. We sell their current home and then we use that money to then basically pay a chunk off of the new mortgage. If you are able to do this, it's going to make your offer far stronger than someone else who's going to be contingent on the sale of their home. And that's why it can be an incredibly useful tool, especially in Lancaster and York County, where it's been a very hot market in the last few years. Number 6, what is loan recasting and when does it make sense? So like I just said, if you're able to purchase a home without having to sell your current home, a loan recast is a way of, once you've freed up those funds from the sale of your existing home, putting that towards the mortgage. It's not going to change your interest rate, but what you can do is change the balance. So let's say you had $100,000 profit from the sale of your current home. You could then recast that on your new mortgage. That would then reduce that mortgage amount by $100,000, and then that would reduce your monthly payment by X amount, probably somewhere around $500 or $600 a month. Now, you don't have to do this. You could also just sit on the cash. So once you've got rid of your home, if you don't mind having a higher payment, or maybe you've got some other consumer debt that you want to pay off, you can then use the proceeds of that property to be able to clear off some of those other high interest rate debts. Number 7, what is the biggest mistake people make with a pre-approval? The biggest mistake is not actually having a pre-approval. Like I say, you can go and get a quick pre-qualification online in a couple of minutes. They're not going to do a deep dive into your finances. So do take the time to go out, speak to a local lender or a couple of lenders, get yourself fully pre-approved, because that's going to give you peace of mind that when you do get to looking at homes, A, you're looking at the right budget, right price point, and B, that you're actually going to be able to close on the loan itself. And ultimately, until you've spoken to a lender, you're not going to have an exact idea of what the monthly payment's going to be and your budget. So step 1, get pre-approved, find your budget, then go out, look at homes within that budget, and then ultimately you can look forward to that purchase. Now that you know about getting pre-approved, the next question is a very important one. Does it make sense to even buy right now, or should we continue renting? Let's talk through that together in this next video.